science lesson today. Can anyone tell me what is the special day in April that happens around April 22nd? Does anyone know what special holiday is coming up? There's a very special day that focuses all on the environment. Does anyone remember? It's Earth Day, yes. Next week on April 22nd, it's Earth Day. So today, during our science lesson, we're going to learn about some really fun ways to help the Earth. And one of those ways is something we do all the time is called recycling. And we're also going to learn about a new thing called composting. So I'm going to share my screen with you and we're going to get started. We're going to go through a couple of different compost activities and then we are going to make our own compost right here in the classroom. Are you guys so excited? I am. Okay, let's get started. So guys, today we are going to be working on compost baggies. Pretty cool, right? Okay, let's get started. So today's lesson objective is going to be that students will define compost and identify what items can go into a compost by watching or participating in our compost activity. Our essential questions are, what is composting? What things can we compost? How does composting help the environment? So let's think about those things as we go through our lesson together. Let's start off with our definition of recycling. Now, this is something we do a ton, both in school, at home, all the time, right? We notice that there are different recycle bins, even when we're walking in the streets, right? So, recycling is the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects, right? So, what are some of those things that you recycle? Does anybody remember what you recycle? What are some things that you might recycle in school? What's this? Yes, this is a water bottle. Very good. Yep, we recycle plastic, right? We definitely recycle plastic. Sometimes we recycle some boxes or even juice boxes, right? Sometimes the containers that your cereal come in. Can anybody think of anything else that we recycle? Raise your hands. Excellent. Yes, we recycle foil, right? Things that come in foil, very good. Different types of boxes, juice boxes, cereal containers. Fantastic. Great job, guys. Let's go back to our screen. All right. So our recycle definition is the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects. Now, we just talked a little bit about recycling. So let's brainstorm together. Who can tell me some extra things that we recycle? I'll type in your answers for you as you tell me. So call them out for me and I will type them in. What was that? Yes, we recycle boxes. That's a good one. Yep, we definitely recycle boxes. And you know what? I actually even have a picture right here to show you. So we recycle some cardboard boxes, right? Different types of things like that. What else do we recycle? Can anyone think of something different? Yes, paper. That is a great one. Definitely paper. Definitely different things that we take off wrappers from, right? Good thinking. Yes, that's right. That's another one. Wrappers. Let's put that in there. Different types of wrappers, like those foil wrappers we were talking about, those paper wrappers. Good job. What about this one, guys? Yes, soda cans, right? Very, very good. What was another one you guys said? Yep, juice boxes. You guys are recycling experts. I love it. Great, great job. Fantastic. Okay, so now let's talk about composting. Composting is a little different, right? Instead of breaking down things to create new materials, when someone composts, they control the decomposition, which is another word for breakdown, and they break down natural waste or organic solid wastes. So let's talk about that. What do you think some organic solid wastes are? I'm going to give you a hint. They're things like food, right? Different types of maybe lettuce, some fruits, some vegetables. So if we think about different types of things we eat, that's considered organic material, right? Because we eat those things. So the kind of compost you can do is anything that we eat. If you think of it as any type of fruit, any type of vegetable, breads, eggs, things like that. Okay, so let's find out. Let's brainstorm together and find some more different things we can compost. So what are some ideas, guys? What are some things you like to eat? You call them out and I will type them in. Ooh, good one. Pineapple. Love it. I love to eat pineapple. What about this, guys? What do you notice? What is here? Does anyone know what this is? Take a good look. I can make it a little bit bigger too. Excellent. Yes, it is carrots, right? Some carrot peels. You can talk about potato peels. We compost carrot peels or potato peels. Very good. Can anyone else type in for me or write in what they would like? Awesome. Yes. Go right ahead, Matt. What are you going to say? Potato peels. All right. That's what we said. Very good. Let's check out this other picture. What's this one? Yes. Awesome. Apple core. Who wants to write in apple core? All right. Great job, Ian. Apple cores. Nice. What else can we think of? Anything else? That's right. Some bread. Go ahead and type that one in. Bread. Awesome. Fantastic, guys. So anything you eat, right? Anything you eat is definitely what you would be composting. Things that are left over from what you eat. When we talk about that cereal we didn't finish in the morning, or maybe parts of our lunch that we don't finish, right? Those are all things that we compost. So let's keep going. Now, let's go through and decide which one we're going to compost, okay? Are we going to recycle or compost? So we brainstormed a ton of different ideas. So let's go through. Let's see. What about this banana peel here? Who can raise their hand and tell me, is that a compost or a recycle? Yes, go ahead, John. Yeah, you got it. That's a compost. Banana peels are composting. They're great for composting. And what about this juice box? Excellent, Mary. Yes, we recycle juice boxes. Very, very good. Awesome. And how about some breadcrumbs? Yes, Brianna, we compost breadcrumbs. Good job. And last one, Justin, what about the soda can? Yeah, you got it. We recycle the soda cans. So take a look at this, guys. So you can notice some differences, right? When you see something that we compost, it's usually something that we eat, right? And anything we eat, any type of food, that's called organic material. And then different types of materials like paper, tin, plastic, things like that, we would recycle and make new things, right? So those are the two ways that we definitely try to help our environment. That's what we do. We compost anything we eat that might be left over. We could even compost leftover pizza. It's pretty cool, right? Awesome. So now, guys, we're going to actually compost ourselves at home. We're going to make a baggie of compost. So we're going to need some very simple things. This little water bottle here, we just need a little bit of water. We're also going to need a plastic baggie, just a small little one, a straw that I cut in half, and some leftover food. So let's check out what Miss Dawn had in her refrigerator that was left over. So I have some bread and I have some lettuce. So what we're going to do is we're going to break up this bread into really, really small pieces, right? Because the smaller we break it down, the easier it is to break down and turn into new types of organic material, right? So we want to break it down nice and small. So what I did was I took all these little pieces right here. I'm going to show you. So I have all these little pieces of bread. Can you see? So we broke down the bread, right? We broke these into small little pieces, and I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them into this baggie, okay? So you'll see I'm going to take all my different pieces of my bread that I broke down. I'm going to pile it into this baggie right here. So now I have the beginning of my compost. Next, I'm going to take some of this old lettuce, right? It's not really too good for eating anymore. I really feel bad throwing it away, but I got a really big container. Does that ever happen? Do you guys maybe don't want anything anymore and you have some leftovers and you feel bad throwing it away, but you don't know what else to do, well, what we can do is we can compost it. We can make a baggie just like this and we can compost it. And then we can take this really awesome organic material and put it outside or put it in a planter and it'll help plants grow, right? So let's get some more of that lettuce here that I had that I don't want to waste, but I want to do something good with it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm shove that all in there. You see, you can tell here's my lettuce, here's the bread. And the only other thing we need to do, guys, is we need to add a little bit of water. So we add a little bit of water. I just got it right from the faucet. We're going to add a little bit of water in there just to kind of mush things around, because the more you mush it, the better it gets, right? So we mush it all around. I'm going to use a straw. And what you're going to do is you're going to put this straw right in here because we want to make sure that some air gets into the bag to help with that decomposition. But we definitely do not want to have it fully open because we want everything to work in there for all the stuff to break down and get really nice and smushy, right? So we leave a little straw over here just for a little bit of air. And then we wait and see what happens. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check in on our compost bag every time we check into science. And within about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks, we'll start to see everything starting to break down. And then we can record our different observation, guys. All right. So guys, did you like it? Did you have fun? Yes, awesome. I did too. It was super cool, different way for us to not just throw away our food, but to make something that will benefit and help our environment. All right, guys, have an awesome day and we'll talk again tomorrow, okay? Good.